Hello and welcome to this week's episode of our transformational talk with Etina. As I said last week, our focus this year will be more on helping people who want to either start their businesses or who are already in business. We started a members club and things are happening in the members club, and currently we are actually working on our strategic plans for 2020. This week we are going to be looking at the process of goal setting, because I honestly believe that's where we should start. If we want to build a business, we should have goals. So we are going to talk about what is goal setting, why is it important, and mistakes to avoid in goal setting, and some of the smart way of setting goals. So what is goal setting? When we are talking about setting goals, it is the process of identifying something you want to accomplish and then establishing measurable objectives and time frames to help you achieve that goal. In other words, effective goal setting is the fundamental key to success. There is power in reaching out into the future, then designing that future to the best of your ability. If you want a predictable future, then you definitely have to have goals. You definitely have to set those goals. In other words, I want you to think of a goal as a dream with a deadline. It's a dream that you have, and it has a deadline. And now all we have to do is now to create a blueprint on how to achieve that goal. We come up with a blueprint. That is the goal setting process. But why do we really need goals? Goal setting is vital because, one, it helps us to decide and focus on what is really important to you. When you have goals, it's an opportunity to decide what's important to you. Number two, effective goal setting also lets you measure progress. Without a clear target to shoot at, or without a clear target to aim at, how do you know that you have arrived where you want to go? So effective goal setting is an opportunity for you to measure progress. And the third importance of goal setting is powerful because it provides focus and shapes our dreams and gives us the ability to hone in the exact action we need to take. You get to focus on what you want to achieve. You know what you want to achieve in that particular year or in that particular month. And the fourth thing that is when we are looking at goal setting, importance of goal setting is goals cause us to stretch and to grow in ways we never have before. If you have goals, then you are forced actually to stretch in order to reach those goals. And it also forces us to become better, because it's not about just achieving the goal, but it's about who we become in the process of achieving that goal. And the sixth thing that is critical when we look at goal setting is goal setting helps us overcome procrastination. And a lot of us here, if you are like me, there are those things that you keep saying, I'll do tomorrow, and never do it. But when we set goals with deadlines and the action plans that we need to take, it helps us to really overcome that procrastination. And it also helps us to visualize our dreams, to really see the life that we want to live, to really see the things that we want to achieve. And the final important or a thing that is critical when it comes to goal setting is goal setting keeps us accountable. When you set your goals, you might not even communicate them to someone, but you are accountable to those goals. You keep yourself accountable to say, this is the things that I've said I was going to do. How am I tracking? Let's quickly talk about some of the mistakes that people often make when they are setting goals. Number one, we set goals using our faculty of memory. We have different faculties that we're blessed with when we're created. We have reason, we have memory, we have imagination, we have intuition. They are all the different faculties that we we have. And often when we are setting goals, people make the mistake that they look in the past, what they've done, what they've achieved. Then they set goals based on what they have achieved in the past, instead of using your faculty of imagination to set your goals. I will talk a little bit more about that. The number two mistake that often people make, or that I've also made when I'm setting goals, is we set goals based on current events in the world. We look at what is happening in the world. Oh, there is unrest in Europe, there is unrest maybe in the USA, there is all these things that are going on around the world. Then we set our goals, the things that we want to achieve in life based on what's happening in the world. The third mistake is not knowing your why. Why are you having those goals? Why are you setting those goals? What's at stake? Because your why will push you going when the motivation goes away. The fourth thing, that mistake that often we make when setting goals, is setting vague, non-specific goals. Things like, I want to lose weight. It's a vague goal, because maybe you might end up losing 1 kilo the whole year. Is that what you were looking at losing? It's not measurable, it's not really specific. So that's one of the mistakes that people make. And when you set a vague goal, it becomes difficult to even track it or to measure how, whether or not you succeeded on that goal. And the fifth mistake people often make when setting goals is to go too big, or setting really big, massive goals. We often encourage you to set those big, hairy, audacious goals, but at the same time, they should be achievable. Because if it's something that you don't even believe that you can stretch that far, then you will not be able even to undertake it. You can quickly give up on your goal. So setting progressive goals that allow for small wins helps you move on to larger achievements, because you are building that self-belief in yourself that I think I can do this. Then the sixth mistake that we can make is setting too many goals. I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to achieve this, I want to do. In the end, we stretch ourselves too thin and we won't be able to achieve what we want to achieve. And number 7 is underestimating time and distractions. I've done that several times when I think, oh, I should have achieved this. Maybe I should have lost 25 kgs by March. And I forget that there were distractions. I forget that at times I won't be able to do that. So we underestimate the time and the distractions that we can encounter, and by the end of the day, we won't be able to achieve those goals. And the last mistake that often people make, there are quite a lot of things, but I just picked the most critical ones. It's not paying attention to your habits. What do you do on a daily basis? What habits, good or bad, do you have? Or especially bad habits. Maybe you are one person who procrastinate. Maybe you have those bad habits. And oftentimes we don't take them into consideration when we are setting goals. Take note of your habits. So how do we set smart goals? Like I said in the first one, use your faculty of imagination. Goal setting gives us a chance to experience the power of imagination. Imagine the life that you want to live. Imagine the things that you want to accomplish in this world. Imagine the experiences that you want to have. Then set goals from there. Then from there you actually go and break it down into your action plan, the actual things that you need to achieve. If you can imagine this with me, or if you can just think about it, cities were built through the faculty of imagination. If you are in a room, if you are wherever you are, if you look around, anything that you are seeing, those things, they were built through the faculty of imagination. It started as a thought in someone's mind, then they eventually build whatever it is that they are built. Then number 2, understand your big why. That thing that keep you awake at night. Why is it that you want to set these goals? What is it that you want to achieve? And why do you want to achieve? Why is it that critical? Because that will help you when you feel like giving up. If you think about the thing that makes you I work at night. The things that maybe the never again moments that we had, that maybe I'll never want to be in a situation where I don't have money, where I can't help. Think about your big why, and your why should really be big, that it will keep you going, it will keep you motivated. The number three way of setting a smart goal: set goals that are specific, that are measurable, that are achievable, that are realistic, and has a time frame. If I say I want to lose weight, how many kilos, how many kgs do I need to lose, and by when? Maybe I said I want every week I want to lose uh, 5 kilos, or I want to lose a kilo before at the end of the week. So set measurable goals. I want to earn so much by such and such a month. Then you go back and also do your action plan. In order for me to earn that much, what specific action do I need to take? By when? How many products do I need to move on? By when? Or to sell by when? And number four, identify distractions and how you are going to eliminate them. Maybe you are someone like me who loves to say yes. If someone says, let's go out for coffee, you say yes. Can you help me with this? Yes, can I do? Identify those things that distract you. Maybe it's social media. I tend to lose track of time when I'm on social media. Then say, what am I going to do to eliminate those distractions? And number five, identify bad habits. Identify limiting beliefs that will hold you back. Maybe you are saying, I want to earn 50,000 this year in my business. Immediately identify the thoughts that will pop up in your mind. Maybe you might start thinking, oh, does anyone really wants to earn that much money? Oh, am I even capable? Oh, who want to buy from me? Oh, that's too big a goal to aim for. Identify all those things, then try to pursue those limiting beliefs to do their logical conclusion. Why am I feeling like this? Why do I think I'm not capable of doing this? Why do I think I'm not the right person to earn 50,000? Why do I feel like 50,000 is too much, or I'm being selfish? Where are these thoughts coming from? Identify those limiting beliefs and the habits that you have that might hold you back. And then to eliminate those ones, begin to count the cost that you can incur if you allow those fears to hold you back. And also identify why those fears are ridiculous, because oftentimes they are really ridiculous, the things that hold us back. So identify them and really, really pursue them into their logical conclusion. So that is really what I wanted to share with you. If you find this process of goal setting a daunting task, I actually encourage you, I want to encourage you to join us inside the members club, because we are going to have a 2-hour goal setting or a strategic session where we plan the whole year. Then every quarter we'll sit down and review those goals and what we need to be doing every quarter. And also we'll try to identify the things that you didn't do well, the things that you did well, the things that held you back, and how to move forward in a community of like-minded people. So really, that is what I wanted to talk to you. Goal setting is critical. It gives us direction. It's sort of a dream with a deadline about when to achieve it. So I encourage you, take a piece of paper and start writing your goals. If you want our template that we use for goal setting, reach out to us, send us an email, and I'll send you a copy of the goal setting template that we use inside of our company. But otherwise, thank you so much. I will look forward to seeing you next week. Again, my name is Etina, and I'm from Audacity Business Solutions. And thank you so much for joining us on this episode of the Thursday Transformational Talk with Etina. See you next time, guys. Bye.